Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of The Kitchen, coming to you live from my kitchen. Thanks for tuning in. This week we're back home, and I wanted to talk a little bit about things that we should be leaving out of our diet. We always talk about like, oh, what do you eat? What should you have? Like, I don't eat this, I gotta have that, and substitutions and that kind of thing. So we're always looking for like, what can I have? And we're kind of taught that, like, oh, what can you have? What can you have? But here are some like simple tips of like what to just leave out. And this is something that last week I was down at the beach, and one of the I don't know rules, but sometimes if I order a drink and it has a lot of mixers or triple sec or something in it, then that sweetness makes me feel extra not good the next day. So one of my suggestions is that we're going to leave out are like high sugary things in, it could be a mocktail or a cocktail. Instead, if you want some fresh fruit, you can muddle. I love to do like a muddled watermelon with mint with a little bit of vodka, and club soda is always great. You can just shake that. It's delicious. If your watermelon is not super falling apart, you always just stick it in like a magic blender or something like that, or a regular blender if you have like a daiquiri blender. And that would be the other thing to kind of avoid too, are those pre-made mixes. Like if you're having like, oh, let's have daiquiris. The drink will be so much better if you go get those fresh ingredients rather than getting whatever it is that's in the container or that you pour in. Years ago, and they still exist because I actually just saw them on a show. There's a company that makes these gigantic milk containers that you pour into like either the frozen drinks or the frozen yogurts, and when you add that cold to them and these certain flavored chemicals, they create maybe your frozen yogurt or like a daiquiri drink or a pina colada, something like that. They come in all different flavors and yummy. Those are not. They're a lot of preservatives and artificial flavors, and I find that when I have that, I don't feel so hot. So I'd much rather go with the actual stuff, the natural, whatever it is, right? So go for the fruits, go for simple is best. Try to avoid any of those artificial ingredients or additives that are going to go into your drink. I always ask, I'm the like pain in the neck if I'm out and they have like a specialty cocktail. I always ask if they're using fresh juices or if it is, like comes from a mix. And I always try to avoid the mix or the triple sec. It's just too much sugar, the triple sec for me. And then also it kind of takes away from the drink. And then just the other additives too in the cartons. Don't do those. So those are some tips if you're ordering a summer drink and you want to be all festive. Try to avoid those additives. That can really help helping you not feel terrible. Obviously, you want to drink responsibly, but you can hydrate and all of those good things. But all the hydration and all the responsibility in the world might not offset all this sugar and the additives that you're getting in those cocktails. So definitely want to think about those as we move through the summer. So enjoy your cocktails, your mocktails. There's plenty of non-alcoholic drinks out there that incorporate berries and mints and herbs. Shannon had an amazing, I put the simple syrup away, but I made the simple syrup that's infused with the rosemary from my garden. I did one with mint. Thank you for that idea. And those are really great just to, if I'm having like a tea and I want to add a little something like that's not, that amount of sugar infused with the flavor, just need a little bit, and it's really, really delicious. So we'll sweeten it up without all that extra preservatives or mixes. So experiment, enjoy, hydrate, drink responsibly, and enjoy your summer. Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Kitchen.